Steelers Nation. What if I told you that the Pittsburgh Steelers may have just found their future quarterback, and it didn't come from free agency? It didn't come from a blockbuster trade. It came from the biggest stage in college football. A new name has officially entered the Steelers. Quarterback conversation for 2026, and after what we just saw in the college football playoff, this might be the perfect fit. Before we dive in, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to Steelers Nation Update, and help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. We're building this channel from scratch, and every single Steeler fan here matters. Now let's talk about the quarterback that just shook up the entire draft board. The Steelers QB plan no more reaching. Let's start with something important. The Steelers do not want another Kenny Pickett situation. They don't want to force a quarterback. They don't want to reach just because they feel pressured, and they definitely don't want to waste premium draft capital unless the guy is the guy. The front office, led by Omar Khan, has been very clear. They need to find a rookie quarterback within the next 2 drafts, but only if the right name presents itself. Heading into the end of the regular season, that name wasn't there. Why the 2026 QB class looked weak? For most of the year, the 2026 draft class had only 2 real first-round quarterback options. Fernando Mendoza, Dante Moore Jr., both are projected to go early, meaning Pittsburgh would have to trade up, something they clearly want to avoid. Outside of those 2, the class looked thin, so thin that many people believed the Steelers would just wait until 2027. But then, the college football playoff happened. Say the name with me, Steelers Nation. Trinidad Chamblas, Ole Miss quarterback, big arm, athletic.com, under pressure. And on January 1st, 2026, on the biggest stage of his career, he did something that changed everything. He led Ole Miss past Georgia in the Sugar Bowl and college football playoff quarterfinal, against an elite defense against elite athletes, under elite pressure, and he didn't blink. The performance that changed the conversation. Let's talk stats, because this wasn't hype, this was production. Against Georgia, Chamblas threw for 320 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 1 MVP of the Sugar Bowl, no turnovers, no panic, no fear. And then there was that play, you saw it, the Houdini act, escaping pressure, keeping his eyes downfield, making something out of absolutely nothing. That's not just arm talent, that's instinct. Why Chamblas is a perfect Steelers fit. Here's why this makes so much sense for Pittsburgh. The Steelers want Aaron Rodgers back in 2026, and it's starting to feel like that's going to happen. But they also know the future has to be planned now, not later. Chamblas won't be a top 5 or top 10 pick. He's projected more toward the mid to late first round. Guess where the Steelers are likely picking? Somewhere around 20 or later, if Trinidad Chamblas is sitting there when Pittsburgh is on the clock. How do you not seriously consider it? TEDL scenario. This is the dream scenario, Steelers Nation. You bring back Aaron Rodgers. You draft Trinidad Chamblas. You don't rush him. You let him sit, learn, develop. No pressure to start day 1. No save the franchise expectations immediately. Just development. Chamblas gets to learn from one of the smartest quarterbacks ever, a Super Bowl champion, a 4-time MVP. That's how you do it the right way. Why the Steelers haven't made big trades. Let's connect the dots. Why didn't the Steelers offer massive trade packages for wide receivers at the deadline? Because they need those picks. They know the next franchise quarterback has to come through the draft. And now, maybe, they don't have to force it. Maybe the solution is falling right into their lap. Steelers Nation, I'm not saying Trinidad Chamblas is a guaranteed superstar, but I am saying this. Before the college football playoff, the Steelers didn't have a realistic quarterback option for 2026. Now, they might. And if Chamblas keeps playing like this on the biggest stages, Pittsburgh would be crazy not to take a long, hard look. Now, I want to hear from you. Would you draft Trinidad Chamblas if he's available? Do you like the idea of him learning behind Aaron Rodgers? Or should the Steelers wait and keep building the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and help us reach 2,000 subscribers. This channel is for real Steelers fans, built by real Steelers fans. This is Victor. Here we go. Steelers.